What if the greatest achievement of humanity isn't on Earth, but billions of miles away? Right now, a tiny spacecraft is racing through the darkness of space. It has no crew, no destination, and no chance of ever coming home. Yet long after every skyscraper has crumbled, every nation has vanished, and even our sun has reached the end of its life, this silent traveler may still be drifting among the stars. Its name is Voyager 1. It's more than a spacecraft. It's the longest journey ever undertaken by something built by human hands. And hidden inside it is a message from an entire civilization, meant for a future we'll never witness. This is the incredible story of humanity's greatest explorer. On September 5, 1977, the ground shook as a Titan IIIE rocket thundered into the sky from Cape Canaveral, carrying Voyager 1 on a mission unlike anything attempted before. Scientists knew they were witnessing a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Roughly every 176 years, the giant planets align in a rare configuration. Instead of launching separate missions to each world, engineers realized one spacecraft could visit several planets by using their gravity like a giant cosmic slingshot. This revolutionary technique, known as a gravity assist, allowed Voyager 1 to steal a tiny amount of a planet's orbital energy, accelerating deeper into space without carrying extra fuel. What began as a 4-year planetary mission would become a journey lasting decades, and perhaps millions of years. To unlock the secrets of the outer solar system, Voyager carried sophisticated cameras, spectrometers, plasma detectors, radiation sensors, and magnetic field instruments. But attached to its side was something far more extraordinary than scientific equipment: a golden record. A gold-plated disc filled with Earth's voices, music, laughter, animal sounds, photographs, and greetings in dozens of languages. It even contained a map showing our location in the galaxy using pulsars as cosmic landmarks. It wasn't designed for scientists. It was designed for strangers. If another civilization ever discovers Voyager, this tiny record will tell them one unforgettable truth. Once, on a small blue planet, intelligent life looked toward the stars and reached out. After leaving Earth behind, Voyager 1 sped toward a world unlike anything humanity had ever seen: Jupiter. The largest planet in our solar system isn't simply a giant planet, it's a world of constant violence. Towering clouds stretch thousands of miles across its atmosphere, while storms larger than entire continents collide in an endless battle. Winds roar at speeds exceeding 900 miles per hour, 1,500 kilometers per hour, creating one of the most extreme weather systems known. Dominating the planet is the legendary Great Red Spot, a gigantic storm that has been raging for centuries. Large enough to swallow Earth, it offered scientists their first close-up look at one of nature's most powerful forces. But Jupiter wasn't Voyager's greatest discovery. That honor belonged to one of its moons. As Voyager turned its cameras toward Io, scientists noticed strange plumes rising above the surface. At first, they couldn't believe what they were seeing. They had discovered the first active volcanoes ever observed beyond Earth. Massive eruptions blasted sulfur and rock high into space, proving that distant worlds could still be geologically alive. It completely changed our understanding of how moons evolve. Voyager continued exploring Jupiter's other remarkable moons. Europa appeared smooth and covered with long, dark cracks, hinting at an enormous ocean hidden beneath its frozen shell. Today, many scientists consider Europa one of the most promising places in the search for extraterrestrial life. Ganymede, the largest moon in the solar system, revealed a fascinating mix of ancient craters and younger terrain, while Callisto preserved one of the oldest and most heavily cratered surfaces ever photographed. Beyond the visible landscape, Voyager also measured Jupiter's enormous magnetic field, a radiation-filled environment so intense it could easily damage spacecraft electronics. Then came another perfectly timed gravity assist. Borrowing a tiny fraction of Jupiter's orbital energy, Voyager accelerated once again, setting course for its next destination, Saturn. From Earth, Saturn's rings appear smooth and elegant. Up close, they were breathtakingly complex. Instead of a few simple rings, Voyager revealed thousands of delicate ringlets, separated by dark gaps and sculpted by the gravity of nearby moons. Each tiny ice particle, from microscopic grains to house-sized chunks, moved together in a cosmic dance that had remained hidden from humanity for billions of years. But Saturn held one final surprise. Its largest moon, Titan, was wrapped in a thick, golden atmosphere that completely concealed its surface. Unlike any other moon in the solar system, Titan possessed a dense nitrogen atmosphere rich in methane and complex organic molecules, the chemical building blocks that may resemble conditions on the early Earth. The close encounter with Titan changed Voyager's path forever. Its grand tour of the planets had ended. Its journey into the endless darkness between the stars had just begun. After completing its historic encounters with the giant planets, Voyager 1 had one final assignment before leaving the solar system forever. It was time to look back. In 1990, NASA instructed the spacecraft to turn its cameras toward the place where its journey began. From nearly 3.7 billion miles, 6 billion kilometers away, Voyager captured one last portrait of the solar system. Among all those distant worlds was Earth, not as a blue globe, not as continents and oceans. Just a tiny, almost invisible speck suspended in a beam of sunlight. Astronomer Carl Sagan would later call it the pale blue dot. Every civilization, every invention, every war, every act of love, every dream in human history existed on that single pixel. The image became one of the most powerful reminders of how small our world truly is when compared with the vastness of the universe. To preserve its remaining power, Voyager's cameras were switched off forever. It would never take another photograph. From that moment forward, its mission changed completely. Instead of exploring planets, Voyager began exploring the empty ocean between the stars. For years, it raced toward an invisible boundary known as the heliopause, the outer edge of the sun's protective bubble, where the solar wind finally loses its strength against the interstellar medium. There was no dramatic flash, no visible wall, no cosmic gateway. Only the language of science. Voyager's instruments detected a sudden drop in particles flowing outward from the sun, while high-energy cosmic rays from deep space became much stronger. Then, on August 25, 2012, history was made. Voyager 1 officially became the first human-made object to enter interstellar space. Humanity had crossed into the space between the stars. Even today, Voyager continues its lonely journey at nearly 38,000 miles per hour, about 61,000 kilometers per hour. By late 2026, it will be more than 25.9 billion kilometers, 16.1 billion miles from Earth, so far away that a radio signal takes about one full day to travel in just one direction. A command sent today won't arrive until tomorrow. Its reply won't return until the following day. Yet every conversation grows quieter. Voyager is powered by radioisotope thermoelectric generators, which slowly produce less electricity each year. To keep the mission alive, NASA engineers have spent decades shutting down heaters, backup systems, and scientific instruments one by one. Eventually, there will no longer be enough power to keep its transmitter operating. One day, Earth will call. And for the first time in nearly half a century, Voyager 1 will answer with silence. Soon, Voyager 1 will stop talking to us. Not because it crashed, not because it failed, but because it will simply run out of power. Its radioisotope generators, which have kept the spacecraft alive since 1977, produce a little less electricity every year. Eventually, NASA will have no choice but to shut down the final transmitter. One day, engineers will send another command into the darkness, and there will be no reply. But silence does not mean the journey is over. Voyager will continue racing through interstellar space at nearly 38,000 miles per hour, carrying humanity's message with no destination and no map, only momentum. Around 40,000 years from now, it will make its closest known approach to another star, Gliese 445. Even then, it won't enter the star system. It will pass from a distance of about 1.7 light-years, trillions of miles away. By that time, every language spoken today may have disappeared. Nations, borders, and perhaps even human civilization itself could exist only as forgotten history. Yet Voyager will keep traveling. Billions of years later, the universe will look completely different. The Milky Way and the Andromeda Galaxy will slowly collide in one of the greatest cosmic events imaginable. Instead of a violent crash, the galaxies will pass through one another, their gravity reshaping billions of stars into a single new galaxy over millions of years. If Voyager survives, it may silently witness this breathtaking transformation. Then comes a future almost impossible to imagine. Roughly 10 trillion years from now, nearly 1,000 times older than the universe is today, the brilliant stars that light today's night sky will be gone. Only the smallest red dwarfs may still shine, slowly using the last of their fuel before darkness spreads across the cosmos. Some physicists believe that, over unimaginable spans of time, even matter itself may begin to decay. If that theory is correct, Voyager's metal frame, its antennas, and even the golden record could eventually break apart, becoming part of the universe it spent eternity exploring. But perhaps that's not what matters most. Voyager was never just a machine. It was a declaration a statement that an intelligent species on a tiny blue planet refused to remain confined to its world. Before we knew what waited beyond the horizon, we chose to go. And in doing so, we sent a small ambassador into eternity. Maybe no one will ever find it. Maybe the golden record will never be played. Or maybe, millions of years from now, another civilization will discover this lonely spacecraft and realize they were not the first beings to look at the stars and wonder what was out there. If that day ever comes, Voyager 1 will still be telling our story. If you enjoyed this journey through space and time, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more space documentaries, and let me know in the comments. Do you think another civilization will ever find Voyager 1, or will it travel through the universe forever completely alone? Until next time, keep looking up. The universe still has countless stories waiting to be discovered.